This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big league games and the start of some section playoffs. We'll see Valley Christian take on Bellarmine. Liberty meets Heritage and Santa Teresa battles Brannan.
We have great softball action with Granada and Livermore, NCS lacrosse playoffs, and the story of the Midi softball player fighting their way back on the field after a serious injury. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with a huge game in the East Bay League where the De La Salle Spartans had a chance to wrap up a league title this week. The Spartans 2 games up to start the week over California. The
Spartans taking on the second place California Grizzlies in a game played on Friday afternoon.
Adrian Soriano here in San Ramon as De La Salle takes on California. Cal Randall on the mound for the Spartans in this game. Cal getting one of his 10 strikeouts on the game, no score after 1. California with runners in scoring position in the second, but Randall gets the strikeout to escape the jam, still no score after 2. Noah Dutcher was solid on the bump for the Grizzlies. Noah getting the batter to chase for strike 3. Aiden Camberg fires to Nick Bronzini at first to complete the strikeout. Bases loaded in the bottom half now for Cade Hanula, who draws the very exciting bases loaded walk. Dean Medaw scores, and it's 1-0 Grizzlies after 3. The Spartans also load the bases in the fourth, but Cal gets out of it as Dominic Tuyor makes the catch and right to end the inning. Still 1-0 Cal after 4. De La Salle loads the bases once again in the sixth, but Steven Verespi gets the punch out here to leave the bases loaded, and Steven was pumped up about that one. To the bottom half now, and Tuyor hits it high and deep to left. You can put it on the board, yes! A solo shot for Dominic, and it's 2-0 California. The Grizzlies tack on one more as LSU-bound senior Nick Bronzini chops one through the infield for a base hit. Hanula scores, and it's 3-0 Cal. 2-on-2 out for the Spartans in the seventh, but Zach Rodman gets the strikeout to end the game as California beats De La Salle 3-0 to go to 20-4 on the season and into the East Bay League playoffs next week.
Veteran coaches Curtis Sanderford and Ken Arnrich meeting at home plate as Alameda meets Berkeley. Alameda loads the bases in the first, but the Jacket starter Luca McCurley gets the K to end the threat. Still no score in the second. Luis Licea smokes a solid single to right. Here comes the runner from third, but William Chang in right with a rocket to the plate to nail the runner. Nikhil Beasley the tag, no score after 2. Top of the third, Kai Shimp at third for Alameda as Jake Cross sends a sizzling shot to right. Shimp scores, Hornets take a 1-0 lead. Berkeley gets a rally going in the bottom of the third. Mika Tomikawa with a solid rip to right to start it off. Later with the bases loaded, Kevin Parker Jr. sends a roller to the infield. A fine play by Licea, the shortstop, to get the out, but Tomikawa scores, and we're tied at 1 after 3. Same score bottom 4 as Leo Asfar hits it about as far as he can all the way to the base of the fence in center field. It's a double for Leo. He scores on a bases loaded walk. It's 2-1 Berkeley. Alameda looking to tie it, but look at Berkeley shortstop Kevin Parker Jr. far to his left. A strong throw to first to get the out. Great play there by the Hawaii-bound senior. Here's William Chang at the plate in the sixth. A solid base hit to right center. When the ball gets away, Chang is going to show his speed. Rounding second and making it to third with a head-first slide. And then later in the same inning, E.J. Fairchild shoots it through the right side. Chang waltzes home, 3-1 Berkeley in the lead. Still in the sixth, the ball is popped up on the infield with 2 down. A tough wind makes it a scary play for Ethan Torrero, but Ethan makes a terrific play there to make the catch. Top 7 now, this is the final out. As the swinging strike 3 gets away, the Jackets get the out at first and celebrate the 3-1 win as the Yellow Jackets from Berkeley High School clinch the regular season league title with the league playoffs coming next week.
We'll jump to San Jose for some softball action. Santa Teresa on the road visiting Branham. Courtney Tate with the highlights. Bottom 2, Mariah Avalos looking for the third out, and Mariah gets the strikeout. We're still scoreless after 2. 2-on-2 out in the third, but Emma Fels gets the strikeout to get out of it. Still scoreless after 3. The Bruins looking to get on the board in the fourth. Kokoro Sage makes the catch and then steps on the bag for the unassisted double play. Nice effort there, still scoreless after 4. Branham gets on the board here in the 5th. Kayla Zarni with a shot to right. Tyler Arbuckle scores the first run. That's a double for Kayla. It's 1-0 Bruins. Santa Teresa ties it up in the 6th. Kokoro Sage sends it high and deep, and that ball is out of here. Lots of love from her teammates. We're tied up at 1. The Saints getting back on the board here in the 7th. Gianna Martesino lines it to center all the way to the fence for a triple. Isabella De Felipe scores. It's 2-1 Santa Teresa. Finally, Santa Teresa pulling away later in the 7th. Kokoro Sage sends a sacrifice fly to left. Cassandra Soria beats the throw to home, and that'll do it. Santa Teresa takes the win 5-1 and moves one step closer to clinching the Mount Hamilton Division title.
Jake Vanderbrook in Mountain View for the West Catholic League Boys Volleyball Championship between number 3 Mitty and number 1 St. Francis. First set, Lancers get off to a fast start as Ryan Morey passes it to Jerry Fang, and the senior is doing his thing. One of his 7 kills in the match. Back and forth we go. Monarchs keeping the ball alive, and Max Tran goes with the soft touch for the point. But the Lancers respond as Joe Walls bumps it to Morey, and Matthew Lee unloads for the kill. Lancers take set 1, 25-21. Mitty looking to make some noise in the second set. This is one way to do it, as Max Scharf says no sir with this block, but the Lancers storm back once again. Ryan Morey feeds it to Matthew Lee, and the 6'8" sophomore winds and fires for the point. 6 kills in the match for Lee. Lancers looking for set point. Ryan Morey with some trickery, well executed by the senior. Lancers win set 2, 25-16. Third set, Mitty not going away. Kyle Lee receives a pass from Jason Lee, and the senior tips it over for the point, but it was all St. Francis in this match. Morey sends a pass to the outside, and Jack Eberton slams it down for the kill, one of his 13 kills in the match. The Lancers take care of business on its home court, winning the West Catholic League tournament title, beating Mitty 3-0.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a wrap produced by the great folks at the Rikus Center.
The players chosen from their performances in last week's games. Here are the Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Cal High. Go. Yeah. Players of the week, city lead within these bitches. He's pitching when there's a different than an MLB business. And name the B selling tickets. Melting your poons, gotta play for your spoon. The best chef cooking up the hate to be ruined. High stakes coming soon. No mercy to be serving, deserving every strikeout. And I count 13. Oh. So who's against the relentless freshman? Still the boss with their henchmen and vengeance. They're gonna wanna get revenge. Offended from offensively sending them to the bench. Emma French with 4 RBIs, a home run. Like who are these guys? They scored more than twice. Haters mortified. This Panther is the answer with a lot more to bite. Yeah. Cal High. Gary Rikus, Players of the Week. Yay!
Stanford Healthcare brings us great advice for athletes every week.
Here's Dr. Michael Freehill with this week's tip.
A significant issue to be aware of as baseball season approaches is arm pain. Most of the time, arm pain represents fatigue or soreness just from throwing, or maybe throwing a little too much. The key is to stop throwing when you have arm pain. Studies have shown there is anywhere from 7 to 36 times the odds of sustaining a real injury to the throwing arm if you throw through pain and fatigue. Make sure your coaches are paying attention to the recommended pitch count rules with limits on pitches and days of rest after pitching.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game with Mount Hamilton Division rivals Branham and Santa Teresa.
And the battle for first place in the Diablo Foothill League as Benicia takes on Clayton Valley. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. The Rikers Center's community service program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikers Center has to offer, our community service program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikers Center.
Cody!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. I'm crocheting.
I see that.
It started off as a hobby, kind of snowballed from there. And Alex, I don't want to stop.
Well, I don't see why you should have to. Let's set you up with a side gig savings goal on the US Bank mobile app. This way you can turn it into your main hustle before you know it.
You're my hero, Alex.
What are you working on now?
Pool cover.
That's fun.
Oh, I made my wife a bathing suit.
Oh, did Linda like it?
She did not.
Oh.
You should see what I made for Max. Max, look at him. He loves it.
The confidence to make your dream a reality. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build, perform, design, and sustain the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction's buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a huge reason we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley, and why DevCon gets 95% of its business from repeat customers for future projects. DevCon Construction will continue to build our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By US Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. US Bank member FDIC. By Stanford Healthcare. #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By SunPower. Proud partner of the 49ers. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet. Find new roads.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the big game this week in the Mount Hamilton division. The Santa Teresa Saints and Brandon Bruins both coming into this week with 8-2 league records.
The two teams meeting in a 2-game series this week, with game 1 played on Wednesday. It's our SunPower Electric game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Electric game.
If you ask any coach from either Branham or Santa Teresa, they'll tell you this 2-game series is crucial. Both Santa Teresa and Branham are tied in first place in the Mount Hamilton League Division. The Red Hot Saints are on a 5-game winning streak, and if there's a player to keep an eye on, it's Anthony Castro. The senior is hitting .390 with 17 RBIs. Meanwhile, Branham will look to get back on track. Watch out for Matt Garcia. The junior has a quick bat, hitting .460 on the season. It's game 1 between Branham and Santa Teresa in our CCS SunPower Electric game. Bottom of the first, Anthony Castro finds the grass in left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Dylan Green. He scores. One of Castro's 2 hits gives Santa Teresa a 1-0 lead. Still in the first, bases loaded for the Saints. Joel Olazaba smokes this ball to deep left center. 3 more runs score. Saints tack on another run to make it 5-0. The Saints tack on 3 runs in the second. 2 of those runs come from this base knock from Jake Miller as Rick Vidal and Anthony Castro make a trip around the bases. 8-zip Saints. Some strong defense from the Saints in the third as Riley Bratton fields this grounder. Goes to Brad Tran, the Jake Miller for the 6-4-3 double play. To the bottom half, Rick Vidal drives his ball to deep right center. This ball goes to the fence. Tran scores an RBI double for number 2, extends the Saints lead to 9. Brandon Ashley looking sharp on the mound, painting the corners, including this strikeout, one of Ashley's 4 punch-outs in the ballgame. How about some strong defense from the Bruins? 4th inning, Matt Garcia is going to charge the ball and throws a dart to Liam Thompson for the out. Nice play there. Then moments later, Saints look to hit the long ball. Here's a pop fly to left field, and Jason Armour makes a phenomenal diving catch to get out of the inning. What a play. But it was all Santa Teresa in this one as Brandon Ashley crushes this ball to deep center. Christian Aragon will score a proper hug for number 6, while Brandon Ashley gets his head soaked thanks to his teammates. Santa Teresa rolls past Branham, winning 10-0. Ashley talks about the team win after his brief shower.
Yeah, man, it feels really good when I feel good on there, on the mound, and with that early run support. I feel like I can do anything up there sometimes. The best bond I've ever seen on a team I've ever been on. We love each other.
In San Jose with the CCS SunPower Electric game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook for 49ers Cal High Sports.
Ivan Garcia here at Big Rec Field in San Francisco for Game 1 between the Lincoln Mustangs and the Washington Eagles. Top second, Mustangs up 1-0. Runner on first, Luke Tolowski pulls one to right field for the single and advances Pablo Bamaca to second. Ethan Singer up to bat and hits a blooper to right for the RBI single as Bamaca goes home for the 2-0 lead. And now on the next batter, the pitch goes into the dirt and Miles McCabe runs home after the wild pitch. Mustangs tag on another run in the second to have a 4-0 lead. Bottom second, Eagles have runners on first and second. Jarrett Lee grounds one to left, but the throw to third is off and Omar Anderson is awarded home to cut the lead 4-1. And after a wild pickoff attempt to first, Lee takes advantage and runs home. Eagles put up another run to cut the deficit 4-3. Top third, runner on third. William Lamb catches the line drive, then dives to tag the runner out for the unassisted double play to end the third, and he is juiced. The Eagles score 2 runs in the fourth. A grounder to short, and Joaquin Armas gets the RBI ground out as Bora Amakaglu is brought home, and Washington takes the lead. Top fifth, runner on third. Daniel O'Connell hits one to right to tie the game as Ricky Underwood runs home. The game would stay tied at 5, so we go into extras. Top eighth, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Underwood goes up the middle, and rounding third is McCabe to take the lead. Then it's O'Connell continuing the 2-out rally by lining a shot to left. Singer comes home to put Lincoln up by 2. Lincoln holds on to the 2-run lead to beat Washington 7-5 in extras to take Game 1.
Benicia head coach Kristen Grubbs fresh off her 200th win, getting her girls ready to go against Clayton Valley. Runner at first, top of the first. Kira Mason lays down a nice bunt. The throw gets away at first. Mason is safe. Ava Rojas rounds third and stops, but the ball gets away, and Rojas scores 1-0 Benicia Panthers. Braxton Brown was awesome on the mound for Benicia, getting some help from her shortstop here. The freshman Emma French with a nice play. Still 1-0 going to the fourth. The Panthers' Denise Poletic had a big game here, driving it to deep right field all the way to the fence. That's a double for Poletic. Later in the fourth, the pinch hitter Ari Banks sends a shot up the middle, a clutch base hit for Banks, and Poletic scores. It's a 2-0 Benicia lead, a big hit for Banks. The Panthers keep scoring in the fifth. It's Poletic again, this time pulling the single to left. Emma French scores. That makes it 3-0 Benicia. Benicia gets 3 in the fifth. A big hit here by the catcher Haley Weddington. A blast to center. Scoring is Poletic. Here comes Jelly Jameson, and the Panthers have a 5-0 lead after 5. Same score, bottom 6. Isabella Scalini takes this one deep to left. It's a double off the wall for Scalini. Later in the 6th, Jesse Lovett sends it down the right field line. A great effort by Ava Rojas, but the ball falls in. 2 runs score to make it 5-3 after 6. 6-3 is the final. Benicia now all alone in first place.
Albany's Construction brings us the dirty work play each week. This is a play with the same type of grit and determination exemplified by the great folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's dirty work play goes to Maddie Murch from Alameda, going a long way to get this fly ball, and then a phenomenal catch for the out. Maddie Murch from Alameda doing the dirty work, just like Albany's Construction. Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, celebrating top cheer and dance teams from all around the Bay Area.
This week we feature the Burlingame cheer team.
Can I get that Remy? Can I get that Coke? Can I get that Henny? Can I get that Margarita? Wanna rock rocks? Can I get salt all around that rum tray? I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. I'm with a bad keys with his friends. I don't say hi, I say keys to the Benz. Keys to the Benz, keys to the Benz. My fly, yep.
Coming up, the big game in the West Catholic League as Bellarmine and Valley Christian look to keep their league title hopes alive.
But first, here is our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for baseball.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month. this is definitely one of the best investment we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days, they're curious, creative, kind, and resilient. A generation of tolerant givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. At Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to powering their brilliance with nutritious, organic, American Humane certified dairy and teaching them the importance of eating all the colors of the rainbow. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, Meriwest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Meriwest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Meriwest works for me.
Meriwest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Meriwest Credit Union, let us work for you today, tomorrow, together.
Since 1974, there's been just one goal. One thing we work for. The pursuit binds us together and pushes us forward. One family with one mission. To win for this city. Vamos, San Jose.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
We are the Los Gatos Wildcats, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium for the West Catholic League battle between Bellarmine and Valley Christian. The last time these teams met, it ended with a tie with darkness falling in the 11th inning.
Yep, they are very competitive teams. The two teams coming into this game just a half game behind the first place St. Francis Lancers with just the 2 league games left to play this week. Valley Christian at Bellarmine on Tuesday.
Senior day for the Bellarmine Bells, and there were lots of smiles for this week's Invisalign Bright Smile Award. Valley Christian would get things going in the third as Hunter Fujimoto finds the grass in right field for a base knock. A couple batters later, Jacob Hudson drives this ball deep the center. This ball goes off the wall. Fujimoto scores. The Warriors strike first. How about some defense in the fourth? Brody Pearson fields this grounder. He's going to fire at the Diego Enriquez, then the Caden Santa Maria for the 5-4-3 double play. That's one way to ring the bell. Here's another way. Chase Knight slaps this pitch to left for a knock. Rolling into the left field corner, Lucas Lipari would score from second, all tied at 1. Still in the fourth, Matthew DeSico hits a high fly ball to left field, and this ball stays fair to bring home 2 more runs. Bellarmine now leads 3-1. To the fifth, Bell's up 3-2. Chase Knight doing his thing, slapping pitches the other way. This time he rips a shot to left center field. Rowan Kelly and Santa Maria score 5-1 Bellarmine. Still in the fifth, Thomas Trombador lines a shot to left for a base hit. Ethan Payne and a sliding Chase Knight extends Bellarmine's lead to 5. Jacob Hudson recorded 2 hits in the ballgame for Valley Christian, which includes this deep shot to left field, and you can kiss that ball goodbye. A 2-run homer for the junior, 7-4 Bellarmine, but John Damozonio picks up the save on the bump, including this punch-out. Bellarmine extends its win streak to 6 games, beating Valley Christian 7-4.
Adrian Soriano here in Los Gatos as the Wildcats take on Milpitas. Anna Bean was in the zone early for the Wildcats. Anna gets the batter to chase for strike 3, no score after 1. The Cats with runners in scoring position in the third, but Milpitas gets out of it as Kay Levi makes the catch in the infield. Still no score after 3. 2 on 2 out once again for the Cats in the fourth, but the Trojans continue to play solid D as Lindley fields the grounder and fires to Denise Rapp at first to end the inning. Los Gatos gets on the board in the fifth as Anna Bean hits a pop fly to right. That will dunk in for a base hit as Sarah Sharma scores, and it's 1-0 Wildcats after 5. Milpitas comes right back in the 6th. Duke-bound senior Lynn Lee lines one to left. The ball will go all the way to the fence as Jaden Vi scores. It's tied up at 1. Bases loaded now for Lily Nguyen, who grounds one through the infield for a base hit. Kaylee Vi is in. Milpitas looking for one more, but great defense here as Annika Norquist tags the runner at third. It's 2-1 Milpitas Trojans. Los Gatos trying to tie it up in the bottom half, but Priya Quinones gets the strikeout here. Still 2-1 Trojans after 6. 2-on-2 out for the Wildcats in the 7th, but Quinones gets the fly ball to center. Tasia Warren makes the catch as the Milpitas Trojans beat Los Gatos for the first time in 10 years and take a share of first place in the Santa Clara Valley, De Anza Division.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Courtney Tate joins us now with the story of the Midi softball pitcher working her way back onto the field.
That's right, Robert. Not only did senior pitcher Jessica Worthman fight for a full recovery following a season-ending surgery, but she did it in half the time.
For Jessica Worthman, softball runs in her blood. At an early age, she decided to follow in her mother's footsteps, where she grew an immediate love for the sport.
Softball is always where I wanted to be. Extra practices, being with my teammates. I've met my best friends on the field. The love of the game is definitely strong.
Jessie also knew from the start she wanted to be a Midi Monarch.
She always wanted to play for Midi. I remember the first time I watched Midi play. They were unstoppable. Just the energy that you see watching this team play is so unique.
Jessica worked relentlessly to earn her spot on the mound, but her dream turned into a nightmare after noticing swelling in her shoulder.
When my arm first swelled up, it was my pitching arm, so I was concerned. And when I went to the doctor and they told me it was a blood clot, my heart completely dropped.
So that was a devastating blow. Very, very scary, obviously, as a parent, to hear that news.
Stanford Health immediately found the blood clot in Jessie's shoulder. Without immediate attention, the blood clot could have resulted in permanent shoulder damage or a stroke. After surgically removing the blood clot, Jessie was presented with 2 options to return back to the field: blood thinners for 6 months and no softball, or surgery with a 3-month recovery.
Her clavicle and her top rib bone, every time she pitched, would pinch against the vein, and that's what caused the clot. So the answer was to remove a rib bone.
Jessica's main priority was to get back on the field as soon as possible. She says although the surgery was a risky choice, it was still an easy one.
All I could think about was how much longer until, what do I have to do to get back?
So Jessie chose to fight. She went with remove the bone.
Following surgery, Jessie immediately rejoined her team and participated in any way she could. She trained to maximum ability daily until finally her doctor cleared her to play in just 6 weeks.
I just always knew. I knew she was going to get back on the field sooner than later.
I would put in extra work and I would pitch as soon as the day that they told me that I could be on the field.
Now in her senior season, she is fully recovered and regained her spot as the starting pitcher for the Monarchs. Jessie's teammates and coaches are inspired by her efforts to show up for her team.
I am so proud of her and her resilience and her never give up kind of attitude that she's always had.
It almost felt like Jessie wanted to get back for us as a team and not for herself. And her perseverance is definitely inspiring.
Jessie is now finishing her senior year as starting pitcher and gearing up for a new chapter playing college softball at NYU.
This kid did exactly what she said she was going to do, right? That she knew she was going to come and play here. Sorry. She knew she was going to play here. She knew she was going to play college ball. She never gave up on herself.
Being back with these girls and my coaches and everything just felt like it lined up perfectly, and everything's back to normal.
Jessie says she will continue to carry her newfound resilience with her as she transitions to her new chapter at NYU.
All right, very good. Those blood clots can be a very dangerous thing, so it's good that she got it.
She immediately got it fixed.
Yay. Each week, Wingstop honors Bay Area teachers who do such a great job.
Here's Anthony Rubik from Heritage talking about his favorite teacher, Robert Pardee.
Probably Mr. Party, just because he's the one who really encouraged me to get into computer science and robotics and whatnot. He's the advisor for the robotics team, and I've taken a class with him every single year. And right now I'm peer tutoring for his computer science class.
Once again this season, Wingstop is giving scholarships at the end of the season, honoring Wingstop owner Terry Blanchard. Terry passed away from COVID in April of 2020. Terry did great work in the community. These scholarships keep that effort alive.
Coming up, the Mattress Firm perfect match with softball rivals Granada and Livermore.
And NCS lacrosse with Amador Valley and Los Lomas right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Okay, so turn left. Take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever. Get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $500 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchases up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, in stock for immediate delivery, and get a $300 instant gift. And get 0% interest for 60 months with your Mattress Firm credit card. Only at Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By Wingstop, sauced and tossed classic wings, crispy tenders, juicy boneless wings. Order them all at wingstop.com. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Reiki Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
A huge softball matchup this week in the East Bay League. The top two teams in the league meeting with the league title on the line. Granada coming into this final league game with a perfect 11-0 league record.
The Matadors facing Livermore. The Cowboys losing just one league game this entire season. That loss was a 2-1 decision back in March against Granada. A Granada win would mean sole possession of the league title. A Livermore win means the title is shared. Each week, Mattress Firm helps us find a perfect match on the field. This week, it's Granada and Livermore.
The Livermore JV supporting the varsity on senior day at Livermore. Granada with a couple of runners on in the first, but the drive to center is snagged by Jay Cosgriff to end the inning. But in the bottom of the first, base is loaded for Elizabeth Ruiz, who smashes a clutch two-out base hit up the middle. Audrey Sweet scores. Here comes Taylor Rapp sliding in safely. Ruiz ends up at second, 2-0 Cowboys after one. Same score in the third. Here's the pitcher, Taylor Rodriguez, with a shot up the middle to get the rally started. Later on in the third inning, Ann Pulaski sends a rocket deep to left center field. Into the gap, Maggie Pike scores, and it's 3-0 Livermore. Still in the third, the bunt laid down the throw to first is just late, but Sydney Gutierrez is heads up, firing home. Sarah Deplich the tag to get the out. But later in the third, 2 out, and Jen Morrison turns on this one, sending it sharply down the line and left. 1 run is in. Here comes Sophie Garochi. A huge clutch hit for Morrison. It's 5-0 Livermore. Top four, Granada comes back. Notre Dame-bound senior Michaela Winchell sends it high and deep and gone. A solo shot for Winchell, and it's now 5-1. Next batter, it's Sarah Deplich, and the junior sends this one deep to left, and it's gone. Home run! The Matadors go back-to-back, and it's 5-2. Bottom 4, here's Riz with another clutch hit, the outstanding junior knocking in sweet to make it 6-2 Cowboys after 4. Granada looking for more with 2 out in the 5th, but a terrific play by the sophomore Pulaski. Yes, that's the 3rd out. Just great softball all afternoon. The ball lofted to left, and Granada's Lauren Melton makes a fine diving catch. Runners at first and second for Granada in the 6th as Sarah Rabb takes it up the middle, driving in Deplich, and it's 6-3 Livermore. More great defense as the Cowboys are threatening, but it goes Mariah Ayala to Delaney Almua for 1, then a strike to third to Alexis Phillips. That's a terrific double play. Cowboys still up 6-3 in the 7th, 2 down, and here's the final out. A deep fly ball to Ruiz in left, and the Livermore Cowboys hand Granada its first league loss of the season to take a share of the East Bay League regular season title. With the league playoffs next week, we talk with senior pitcher Taylor Rodriguez after the game.
It's my last season, and I'm just emotional because I love my team, and our chemistry is something I'll never take for granted, and I'll never get it back, so I'm just enjoying every moment.
First round of NCS playoffs as 4-seeded Amador Valley hosts 13-seeded Las Lomas. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. 3 minutes into the game, Dons have a 1-0 lead. Lily Keegan finds Jordan Scanlon in front of the net, and the Dons tag on another goal. Halfway through the first, Dons up 4-1. Ashley Heck lines up the shot and puts Amador Valley up 5-1. A few minutes later, Knights on the attack. Lexi Martinucci fires one into the net and cuts the lead to 3. 8 minutes left in the first. Dons start to pull away. Allie Haley nutmegs the goalie as the first half ends. Dons 10-4. Amador Valley scores 4 straight goals to start the second half. Keegan weaves her way through traffic and finds the back of the net to extend the big lead. Late second half, Knights awarded a penalty and Kaylin Ellis takes full advantage as she scores to make it 14-5. Dons end the game scoring 5 straight goals. Olivia Marcoux runs to the defense and threads the needle with this nice shot. No upset here as Amador Valley takes care of business as the Dons get the 19-5 win over Las Lomas.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people who donate their time to do good work in their communities.
Here are our 5 scholarship winners. All were interviewed this week as part of the final decision on how the $10,000 in scholarships will be divided. The athletes will all receive their checks at our end of the season awards banquet on May 22nd, all thanks to Lexus of Stevens Creek. Congratulations.
Congratulations. This season, Gallo Salami will help us find top recruits and find out where they stand in their recruiting process.
This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Jurion Dickey. We've been following the recruiting process of this outstanding receiver. Jurion announcing this week he will attend the University of Oregon after his senior season next year. Coming up, first place on the line as Alhambra meets Las Lomas.
And 2 of the very best in Bay Area softball as Mitty takes on St. Francis.
A tight race in the Diablo Valley League with 3 teams coming into this week tied for first place.
That's right, 2 of those teams, Las Lomas and Alhambra, meeting on Thursday in a battle for first place.
Senior night for Alhambra as the Bulldogs host the Las Lomas Knights. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Brady Wright opens the game with a hard hit to short. It goes by the shortstop and Wright reaches first base on an error. Jonah Bronson up to bat. He hits a roller to left field and the Knights have runners on first and second. In comes the cleanup hitter. Sam Lapping bounces a hit to second, but the throw to first goes over the first baseman's head. Wright with some great base running skills. He goes home as the Knights strike first 1-0. Still in the first. Wild pitch goes into the dirt. Bronson runs from third, slides, and is safe at home as Las Lomas takes a 2-0 lead. Top fourth, Knights with the runner in scoring position. A wild pickoff attempt to second goes to center field, and Joy Ruska takes advantage, hustling to third. And on the next pitch, Aiden powers the hit up the middle. Ruska goes home, and it's 3-0 Knights. Bottom fourth, Bulldogs looking to get back into the game. Cameron Smith knocks one to center field for a base hit, but the Knights defense was solid. Bounce hit to Noah Lathrop, flips it to Grayson Devine, throws it to Zach Diederick, and gets the 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Top 6 now, runner on second. Powers keeps their mojo with the base hit to center. Diederick rounding third, and Powers gets the RBI single. Justin Jones on the mound for the Knights, and the junior struck out 7, gave up 3 hits for the complete game shutout. Las Lomas keeps the Diablo Valley League title hopes alive with a 4-0 win over Alhambra.
It's a West Catholic League softball showdown. St. Francis on the road at Mitty. Courtney Tate with the highlights. St. Francis getting on the board here in the first. Shannon Keegren rips it through the infield for a base hit. Jessica Oakland and Sydney Stewart score, and it's 2-0 Lancers. More offense from the Lancers in the first. Jazz Shao sends a grounder past second. That ball reaches the outfield. Madison Ferraro beats the throw to home to score. Jazz gets on second. It's 4-0 St. Francis to the bottom half. The Monarchs get on the board. Elon Butler with a shot to left for a base hit. Taryn Kern scores for the first run for the Monarchs, and it's 4-1 Lancers. Mitty looking for more in the first, but Shannon Keegren gets the strikeout for one. Ella Malante fires to Jessica Oakland for the strike him out, throw him out double play. Great defense there by St. Francis. 4-1 Lancers after one. The Monarchs getting back on the board here in the third. Corey Hicks with a nice rip to left center. That's a base hit. Ava Marquardt scores. Mitty cuts the lead to 2. St. Francis extends the lead in the fifth. Here's a monster slam from Jazz Shao. Big time hit for the senior. That ball is out of here. A 2-run bomb. It's 6-3 St. Francis. Mitty trying to rally back in the sixth. Ava Marquardt sends a fly ball to right. That ball drops for a base hit. Jesse Worthman scores, and it's 6-5 St. Francis after 6. But the Lancers pull away in the seventh. Jazz Shao with a shot to right, almost to the fence for a base hit. Shannon Keegren scores for the Lancers, and that'll do it. St. Francis clinches at least a share of the West Catholic League behind a big-time performance from Jazz Shao.
Each week, the Harker School helps us honor top scholar athletes. This week's scholar athlete is Emma Fales from Branham High School. Emma never fails on the mound for the Bruins. She is also great in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Harker seniors Mark Hu, Alexa Lau, Ishan Machapagada, Tara Ozdemer, Ritika Rajamani, Mega Salvi, Austin Wang, Bobby Wang, and Sophie Zhang Murphy were honored at a special ceremony last week to commemorate their signing to play at the college level. The athletes joined by their coaches and classmates who congratulated them on their college scholarships. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, it's our NCS SunPower Electric game. It's the Bay Valley League tussle with first place Liberty taking on second place Heritage.
And later, Evergreen Valley battles Westmont right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
If we build this, all the players and fans will magically appear. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college. Football's back, and so are the fans.
My wife wants to build a college.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
My name is Gary Rikus, and I'm the Executive Director and founder of the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement. Anyone can come regardless of their ability to pay and perform, and anyone is as important as anyone could possibly be. The staff here are the thing. So it's not me, and it's not the facility. The staff is what implements those values and helps the people make progress. So as a service organization that's trying to help someone accomplish their goals, I couldn't be prouder of what we're doing.
The Liberty Lions are looking to wrap up the Bay Valley League regular season title this week. The Lions with a 2-game lead over Heritage.
The Lions and Patriots meeting for 2 games this week. The first game played on Tuesday is our NCS SunPower Electric game. Adrian Soriano is there.
Electric game.
Welcome to Heritage High School for a game with so much at stake. Both Liberty and Heritage are not only playing for bragging rights in the city of Brentwood, but the Bay Valley League title could be decided in this game. The Patriots faced a must-win situation in order to keep their title hopes alive. Junior Anthony Potasio looks to lead the Patriots offense with a .409 batting average with a home run and 24 runs batted in. Meanwhile, junior Cole Airhorn will look to pitch the Liberty Lions to their first league title since 2014. Cole comes into this game with a 2.10 ERA and 51 strikeouts. It's the biggest game in the Bay Valley League this season, so we made it the NCS SunPower Electric game. Liberty loads the bases in the first for Nate Bell, who grounds one to short. Heritage gets the out at second, but the throw to first is not in time. James Stornbarger scores 1-0. Heritage looking to answer back in the bottom half, but Christian Lorcher fires a strike to Michael Baker to nab the runner. Still 1-0 Lions after 1. Ryan Williams settles in after a shaky first inning. Ryan getting the backwards K here. Great defense from Liberty in the fourth as Jake Highland tosses to Michael Baker for 1. Then Michael fires to Julian Rhodes for the 4-6-3 double play. Still 1-0 Liberty after 4. Meanwhile, Cole Airhorn was in command all day long. Cole freezes the batter for one of his 6 punch-outs on the game. Liberty on the board again in the 6th. Nick Goff hits one to the left side of the infield. Everybody's safe as Baker comes in to score. 2-0 Lions. Then a few batters later, Jacob Kelleher grounds one to third. The throw to first is off as Evan Matienzo and Nick Goff score. 4-0 Lions after 6. Top 7 now, and Julian Rhodes lines one to left for a base hit. Michael Baker scores. Right behind him is Evan Matienzo. Here he comes. He cramps up in the end, but he will stay in the game for defense. 7-0 Lions. 1 on 2 out in the bottom half, and Airhorn gets the batter locking for the final out of the game as the Liberty Lions win the Bay Valley League title for the first time since 2014. Cole Airhorn talks about winning the league title after the game.
Feels great. Wasn't able to clinch it last year, but this year we pulled it together. We had a lot of good hitting this year. Team's been on defense, and our pitching staff has been great, and just feels good to finally clinch it for a year and 7-0 victory, moving on to B-Vals.
In Brentwood with the NCS SunPower Electric game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Courtney Tate here in San Jose for the final game for both Pioneer and the visiting Leland Chargers. Right out of the gate, Jack Christensen scores for the Chargers, and Leland takes a 1-0 lead early. Pioneer looking for the equalizer. Cade Sechrist takes the shot from deep, and it's good. What a shot. We're tied up at 1. The Mustangs take the lead in the second quarter. Dylan Fleming lines it up from deep and fires it home. Another beautiful shot, and it's 2-1 Pioneer after 2. To the third, Leland looking to tie it back up. Darius Sarabji catches it in transition. Darius takes the shot on the move and buries it. We're tied back up at 3. Pioneer with an immediate response. Cade Sechrist from deep. Another tough goal by the senior, one of his 3 on the game. The Mustangs back ahead by 1. Fourth quarter now. Pioneer pulling away. Here's Nicholas McCarthy with a little shake and bake, and that shot is good. Pioneer with a strong lead, and that'll do it. The Mustangs take the win behind a 3-goal performance from Cade Sechrist and Dylan Fleming.
Coming up, Evergreen Valley takes on first place Westmont.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for softball.
Back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium, the top 2 teams in the Santa Teresa division playing this week. Westmont starting the week with a perfect 10-0 league record.
That's right. Right behind the Warriors were the Cougars from Evergreen Valley with a 2-game series this week. Here's action from Game 2 played on Thursday.
Adrian Soriano here in Campbell as Westmont takes on Evergreen Valley. This game was a pitcher's duel early. Sean Chen getting one of his 4 strikeouts on the game right here. But not to be outdone was Adrian Diaz. Adrian freezes the batter for strike 3. No score after 2. Top 4 now, and Mason Scullion grounds one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Racing around third and scoring is Akash Sudhakar. It's 1-0 Evergreen Valley after 4. To the 5th now, and Aiden Martinez hits one up the middle for a base hit. Noah Pabilonio comes in to score as Evergreen Valley takes a 2-0 lead after 5. The Cougars continue to pour it on in the 6th. Isaac Connick goes the other way for a single. Greg Strite score, and it's 4-0 Evergreen Valley. Then it's Pabilonio keeping the line moving with a shot to right center field for extra bases. Juan Guerrero crosses the plate. 5-0 Cougars. Back to the top of the lineup now, and Martinez comes through with a base hit to left. Connick is in. Right behind him is Pabilonio. 7-0 Evergreen Valley. Westmont gets one back in the bottom half as the pitch gets away. That allows Kimo Robb to score. 8-2 Cougars, but Evergreen Valley comes right back in the 7th. Martinez continues his big day at the plate with another knock to right. Connick scores, and it's 10-2 Evergreen Valley. Now it's Sudakar joining the hit party with a grounder up the middle for a single. Pablonio and Martinez come in to score as Evergreen Valley wins at 12-2 to go to 10-2 in the Blossom Valley Santa Teresa division, just one game back of the Westmont Warriors.
It's round one of the NCS Division I playoffs. Number 11 Doherty Valley versus number 6 Irvington. Courtney Tate with the highlights. Set 1, the Vikings with the commanding lead, and that's a big reason why. Wesley Burns with the kill. 19-11 Irvington. Irvington ready to close out the first set. Aaron Lee over to Nathan Ho. Nathan takes the angle with the left hand. Vikings win set 1 big. To the second, the Wildcats with a strong start. Ian Wang up to Ethan Sau. Ethan slams it home. It's 9-6 Doherty Valley. Irvington gaining momentum later in the second. Aaron Lee sets up Nilay Adab for the monster slam, and Irvington wins the second set 25-18. The Wildcats jump ahead late in the third. Here's Marco Esteban slamming it to the hardwood. Doherty Valley takes a 20-18 lead now. DV with the chance to send it to 4. Rio Cross sets up Sin to Nanjan Udaya Kumar, and Sin crashes it to the hardwood. Look at that emotion. We're headed to 4. The Wildcats carrying the momentum in the fourth. Here's a huge block from Alexander Davimus, and we're headed to a 5th set. Now set 5. This one's been a thriller. Irvington with the chance to put it away, and that ball's in. Gavin Christic with the game-winning shot. Huge play, and the Vikings are headed to the quarterfinals behind a big performance from Wesley Burns.
Each week this season, Mara-West Credit Union brings us athletes giving credit to the people who have made their success happen.
Here's Ishan Kambal from Bellarmine giving credit to his parents.
The people I give credit to are my dad and my mom, sticking with me through everything almost, just being the biggest supporters in my life. Big shout out to them.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we show you the Be Happy play.
This week's Be Happy play goes to the Livermore Cowboys. Yee-haw! The Cowboys win and claim a share of the East Bay Athletic League title and earn the top seed in the playoffs next week, and they were very happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion play of the week. I think it's going to be this play, but you're going to have to wait to find out.
But first, here is this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I'm a trainer here at the Rikus Center, and today's training tip is to release the quad. Kieran here is going to be kneeling down with one leg. He's going to put his right knee on the floor. Then, on the back, he's going to elevate his right leg on a bench, or he can be against the wall as well. After he's in this position, you should already start feeling tension on your quad, and all he's doing after this is just shifting his body forward to add more tension on the quad. There you go.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week award, and evidently we're doing some sort of Play of the Year thing.
We sure are. A little top 8 bracket. We're getting down to the final 2. It'll be really exciting.
Oh, that's on Twitter, so go to Twitter to see that. In the meantime...
That's right. Here is this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Granada's Mariah Ayala firing to Delaney Almoa for 1. Then Delaney fires to Alexis Phillips for the 6-3-5 double play. But the Play of the Week goes to Washington's William Lamb with the unassisted double play. Let's see it one more time. William Lamb with the unassisted double play for the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Stay right there for another hour of thrilling high school highlights. We will have the league championship game between Vanden and Rodriguez. Stay tuned.